Yeah, I would say, roughly about 10% of like our non-event groups end up becoming an actual event. They then saw the property, they saw the space, and they're like, I loved the space, but I would like more full service. Well, that's going to be a private event. So then we can kind of course them into doing the private event route. And then about, roughly 15 to 20% of our business is also just people who came in for an event, saw the event, loved how it went, loved the execution, and wanted to book with us again. And then we have roughly about 15% of just repeat clients that come every year. We have the lovely monthly groups. We work with a lot of associations that come and have their monthly lunches or their
military down here too.
Happy hours. Yes, lots of
hail
military.
And bales, lots of hail and bales.
Lots of military. We are Liberty Station, the old Navy base, so we get a lot of military events that come through. So just, being knowledgeable of the area and whatnot. And then just to touch a quick thing on marketing, that we work with our destination management companies within San Diego, as well as our San Diego Tourism Authority, being a part of those associations and a part of being known to those groups always help bring in business, because those are the people who are looking for space and they're looking for something unique. And so as a brewery, that's a fun activity for a big corporate group to utilize, going and doing a tasting. They love having an experience or something that they can be doing or learning or educational. So, learning about the beer process, being breweries, we have that knowledge of how it's made, what's needed and whatnot. And people are always looking for that.
I'd say the big name of the game is put on a great show every time. If you wow everybody every time with your events, non-events, ticketed events, any of that stuff, you're going to generate people. You're going to have people coming back in, whether it's for a couple beers at happy hour. They're going to say, hey, let's go here after work, whether it's for dinner, whether it's for booking their own private event, whether it's coming to one of our ticketed events. As long as we're putting on a great show, which is what we try to drive all of our team members to, hey, you're putting on a show for everybody. It doesn't matter if they're, what event they're in for. If they're not here for an event, they're just here for dining. Put on a great show. They're going to want to come back and spend more money with us. So.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I'll add at the very end here is just know how to activate your space as well. So if you have space that's not being utilized, you're not booking, do your own. Those are where these not events, I think, do come into play, whether it's, doing beer dinners or doing tastings or doing some kind of an event that gets people in there to really expose it on a regular basis so that it can generate at least the word of mouth in that fashion.